Prince Philip was born on the island of Corfu in Greece on June 10, 1921. On September 22, 1922, Philip's uncle, King Constantine I of Greece, was forced to abdicate the throne. The military government arrested Prince Andrew, and in December, a revolutionary court banished him from Greece for life. Philip's family went to France, where they settled in the Paris suburb of St. Cloud. Philip's mother was eventually committed to a psychiatric institution while his father relocated to the south of France, maintaining limited contact with the rest of the family. Philip attended the MacJannet American School before he was sent to the United Kingdom to study at the Cheam School. During the 1930s, he relocated to a school in Germany and then moved again to Scotland's Gordonstoun School, founded by Jewish headmaster Kurt Hahn following the rise of the Nazi Party. Many of Philip's family members remained in Germany, including his sisters, who married into German aristocratic circles. After graduating in 1939, Philip attended the Royal Naval College, where he excelled. During World War II, he served in the British Navy, while in-law family members were on the opposing Axis side of the conflict. In 1939, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother Elizabeth, toured the Royal Naval College. Philip escorted their two young daughters, Elizabeth and Margaret, who were distant cousins of Philip's through Queen Victoria. The 13-year-old Elizabeth developed a crush on Philip during the trip. Elizabeth and Philip began to exchange letters, which would continue for the next several years. In the summer of 1946, Philip asked King George for his daughter's hand in marriage after allegedly proposing to Elizabeth first. The king agreed, provided that any formal engagement was delayed until Elizabeth's 21st birthday. To prepare for the announcement, Philip abandoned his Greek and Danish royal titles, took on the surname Mountbatten from his mother's family, adopted Anglicanism as a religion, and became a British subject. The engagement of Philip and Elizabeth was announced to the public on July 10, 1947. They were married on November 20, 1947, at Westminster Abbey in a ceremony broadcast throughout the world by radio. On the morning of the wedding, Philip became the Duke of Edinburgh, Earl of MacJannet, and Baron Greenwich. He and Elizabeth eventually had 4 children: Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward. Prince Charles, their oldest child, is the heir apparent to the throne. King George died on February 6, 1952, leaving Elizabeth as his heir. Philip and Elizabeth heard the news of his death while traveling in Kenya. The accession of Elizabeth to the throne raised the question of the name of the royal house. On the advice of British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, Elizabeth proclaimed that the monarchy would continue to be known as the House of Windsor, a moniker first adopted by her grandfather, George V. Philip remained the Queen's consort for more than 6 decades, having accompanied her in her official duties and appearances throughout the world. Additionally, he participated in the work of many organizations, particularly favoring those focused on the environment, athletics, and education. Philip launched the Duke of Edinburgh's Award in the mid-1950s with a focus on youth achievement. He played polo until 1971 and competed in carriage and boat racing, with piloting airplanes, oil painting, and art collecting also among his hobbies. In May 2017, it was announced that Philip, who was one of the busiest royals with more than 22,000 solo appearances over the years, would stop carrying out public engagements in August. His last solo event took place on August 2, 2017. In February 2021, Philip was admitted to a London hospital as a precautionary measure after he felt unwell. 2 weeks later, he was transferred to St. Bartholomew's Hospital, also in London, where doctors will continue to treat him for an infection, as well as undertake testing and observation for a pre-existing heart condition. He underwent successful surgery for his heart condition on March 3rd. Philip passed away the morning of April 9, 2021, at Windsor Castle. He was 99. His funeral service was held on Saturday, April 17th, at St. George's Chapel in Windsor.